Achieving financial success takes dedication, discipline, and most importantly, a plan. For over 30 years, Don Reynolds has helped savers define their needs, formulate their plans, and achieve their goals. From accumulation to preservation and protection, and through the income distribution phase in retirement, implementing the right strategies makes all the difference. Your retirement is our business. Welcome to Strategic Asset Preservation.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reynolds Rep. Of course, Corey Still, always with me here, my business partner and great friend.
Thanks, Don.
So today we want to talk a little bit about volatility because there's a lot of it going on in the world right now. You look at what's going on in the Middle East, what's going on in our own backyard here.
Yep.
There's a lot of uncertainty with a lot of things. We can go back to the 70s, late 70s, 80s, and you think about what was going on back then. A lot of uncertainty then. Of course, we were all quite a bit younger back then, and maybe we didn't have such an understanding of the big pictures as we do today. But I think the key is we've gone through a lot of hard times in this country, and we'll go through some more hard times in this country, and hopefully we'll come out on top like we usually do.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of fear out there about a lot of different things. We're not here to get into politics or religion. We're here to help people have security in their retirement. That's what our job is.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought up those 70s and 80s because I was very young then, and as many of our listeners perhaps were, but I know there were wars in the Middle East at that time. There was presidential scandals and resignations and elections going on, and a lot of different things going on that hence fast forward to today in 2024. Some similarities or not, perhaps not. But the key is folks still had to retire in 1970, retire in the 1980s. And the key was the folks that had a successful retirement, through the financial ups and downs of the market, or the folks that had a good plan in place, a plan that maybe isn't so heavily reliant upon a market-driven plan. The sequence of returns that we've talked about many times here on episodes would have come into play perhaps on plans that were not, sustaining above whatever the market may do. So again, the key is, and then we just talked about income planning and budget planning, is when you've got a plan that is driven upon your budget with the income set for yourselves, you've got something that's going to stand the test of time. And that's really the key to look at. Is we want some stability when we retire. We want to make sure that we've got a plan that can stand whatever the future may bring, because history does have a tendency of repeating itself.
Yeah.
And depending upon the market volatility when you retire, if things are going great and we've got that bull market going on and things are awesome and exciting, compared to a bear market right around the corner, a bear market in retirement, you've got to make sure you've got a plan that is going to be stable and stand the test of time and stand the storms of the life, of the world, of things that come about in the backyard or worldwide, as we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, it really does come back to, like we started the topic, volatility, because if you've got a plan in place that doesn't be affected in any way by volatility of the markets or president elections or wars or any of that stuff. It's really about having a plan, and I don't like to use the word bulletproof, but it's safe, it's sound, it's going to be there, it's going to be there, and you don't have to worry about all these outside things, all the white noise is what I call it sometimes, because clearly that can get in the way and it can be disruptive to all of us. It's unnerving, some of the things that we're seeing and living with today, but nonetheless, we have to persevere and get through it. And our job is to make sure you get through it, your whole 30 years or more of retirement without any of this becoming an issue for you. You can basically go to bed and wake up and know you're good for as long as you're alive. And that's really the peace of mind we're all looking for in retirement.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. And folks, with longevity being there, as Don mentioned, 30 plus years in retirement, perhaps the one thing that may have changed since the 70s and 80s is the longevity,
without a doubt,
our life expectancy. Again, you've got to have a plan that lasts into your 90s, if not into 100, which again, all of our plans last age 100. Again, not saying everyone's going to live that long, but with longevity today, that's that magnification of all the other risks in retirement. And should you live 30 plus years in retirement, you've got to make sure that plan will carry you all the way through. So that is something that's very important as you wrap up that volatility, wrap up some of the concerns out there that are going on right now. And I know, COVID wasn't that long ago, although it was a good 3-4 years ago, believe it or not. It doesn't seem like it's been 3 or 4 years ago. But I know all of our clients that lived through that had no issues. They didn't have to worry about their income changing, didn't have to worry about spending less. So again, you've got to have plans that stands things that might come in, that volatility and unknown that would just all of a sudden appear, and will it stand that storm? Very, very important. So,
well, like we say, we're here to try to answer your questions and give you the information you need so you can have that type of retirement plan. It's making sure we have your best interest at heart. And part of that is making sure we do plan to age 100 or longer for people. A lot of people say, I don't care about after age 90. Well, we respect that, but we still have to do what we're supposed to do, is make sure, what if, it kind of comes back to develop a plan in the beginning. What if the market drops 30%? Is that going to mess you up with your retirement plan?
Yeah.
Well, we don't care if it does, because with our clients, it's not going to affect them at all, because we've set things appropriately to make sure that the needs are met first. All the other monies is surplus. Don't need to worry about it. If it's down, we don't have to touch it. We bought the time back.
Yep.
So again, these things all tie in together, folks. They really do. So again, give us a call at 651-773-3859. We're happy to answer any questions you have. Or again, you can go to our website, 800preserve.com. And with that, we thank you for your time and attention, and we'll look forward to talking to you all next time.
Have a great day, folks. Thanks much.
Listen to more with Don Reynolds and Corey Stilp on the Strategic Asset Preservation Podcast by visiting 800preserve.com.
The information presented on this program is provided for informational purposes only, without warranty of accuracy, completeness, or suitability for a particular purpose. This program is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, legal, or tax advice. This information is general in nature and not specific enough to be construed as advice. You should not make any decision based on the information presented on this program without independent consultation with an appropriately licensed professional or competent advisor. Investment in securities or the market involves a potential risk for loss of principal. Trading, therefore, may not be suitable for all listeners. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.
Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services. Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.